Hi, my name's Daryl. So today I'm going to do a video on how to change a tire if you get a flat on your road bike. Now, this video is a little outside my niche, as I typically do videos on kind of travel trailers and trucks. But you know, I do a lot of biking and I've had a lot of flats on my bikes, and it's always been pretty difficult for me to change the tire. Number one, because I have really nice Continental 5000 race tires, and so they're very difficult to put a tube in. And so after watching a lot of videos and practicing a lot, I decided I wanted to do a video on it just to make it, you know, I learn a lot faster and easier if I'm trying to teach about something. So let's get started. So here's my road bike, and it has a flat tire in the rear, which is actually kind of more complicated for a lot of people because taking off the wheel on the rear tire, it's kind of confusing. So before we get started, one of the first things that you're going to want to do, which will make taking that rear tire off much easier, is you want to change the gears on your bike. So I like to put it in the hardest gears on both the chain ring, which is this up front, and also the cassette, which is in the back. And I'll show you this in just a second, how easy it makes it to take that rear wheel off. So what I'm going to want to do is on that front chain ring, I'm going to want to put it onto the biggest gear in the front here, which is the hardest gear. So I'm going to go ahead and change that right here on my lever. Okay, and then I'm going to spin my tire. Okay, so now that's in the hardest gear. And then on the rear cassette, I'm going to want to move it to the smallest gear, which is, once again, it's the hardest gear. It's going to make it much easier. So I'm going to hit that button a number of times to put it into that hardest gear. One more time. All right, so now I have my gears. In the cassette, I have it in the smallest ring, and in the chain ring, I have it in the biggest one. So now we're going to take our bike, we're going to flip it over. We need to take out the wheel, so we need to take out the through bolts that basically attach the wheel to the bike. Okay, now one of the nice things about trek bikes, at least on the road bikes, so they have this nice built-in tool here that allows you to change your bike's tires. So now I'm going to take out the wheel. We're going to go counterclockwise here to take that bolt out. Okay, and I'm going to grab my wife so she can do a close-up on this. One of the things I want you to notice, we're going to move this rear derailleur and we're just going to push it basically up and out of the way. And then we need to take the wheel and just pull it out of here. Now notice, because of the position that we have the gears in, if we had the gear in the top gear right here, it would make this process a lot more difficult. As well as if we had in the chain ring, if we had it on the lower chain ring, this would also make this process much more difficult. So with that in place, we take the derailleur, we push on it, and you can see how easily now that wheel just comes right on out of there. All right, so now with the wheel off, now what you want to do is kind of unbead the tires just a little bit. So what you're going to want to do is basically just pinch on both sides of the tire. Okay, so you're going to kind of unbead it and give yourself just a little space for being able to remove that tire. So I'm going to go all the way around. I kind of started opposite of the valve here. So you're just giving yourself a little space where you can take that tire off. And then we're going to get our tire levers to be able to remove the tire easily. All right, so for our next step, we need our tire levers. Now, I actually like to use 3. I really like, this is a park tool. I really like this tool because it's pretty thin, makes it really easy to get into the tire. So one of the things to know is that when you're taking your tire outside, when you're trying to remove it, you want to use it with the tool kind of facing upwards like this, because you're going to have to use that to remove the tire. Now, when you're putting your tire into the wheel, you're going to want to use a tool like this, right? So this is how you would put it in, and this is how you would take it off. And I'm going to be using 3 of these. Okay, so where we're going to start is we're going to start opposite of the valve here. So we want to start up here, and I've got a good amount of tire or a good amount of rubber that I can remove, and I'm going to start with 1 tire lever, once again going this direction, and I'm going to go inside the tire, and I'm just going to take it and move it outside, just like that. So that's the first one. So now I'm going to do another one. So I'm going to keep holding that in place, use another one. I want to kind of pinch that just to move it back a little bit so I expose the rubber and get in there. I'm also on camera, so that makes it a little harder. All right, so that's the second one. So now I've got 2 in there, and I'm going to use one last one. Now this is the tool I really like because you can see how really small that flange is, so it makes it real easy to get in there. So I do one more, get it in there, and then pull it out. And at this point, now you can just easily take the tire out. So you can see just how easy it is to take it out. So having 3 tire levers just makes it so much easier. Okay, and the next step is we need to take the tube out. So we can move the tire around. And then you've got your inner tube. So you're going to want to pull that out with the valve and then take the tube out. Now a lot of people make the mistake of taking both ends of the tires out. You really don't need that. You just need one side out, then you can pull the tube out, and then you can put the new tube in right there. So now we pull our tube out. Okay. Now at this point, you really want to find out where the leak is coming from. So sometimes if you have a little air in here still left, you can hear the leak. But you want to look and see if you can see a puncture. The other thing that you want to do is on your tire itself, just take your hand and slowly feel to see if you can determine where the puncture is. Now sometimes it could just be a pinch puncture, which means maybe you didn't have enough air inside the tire. But typically you might have something that's sticking in there, and you want to make sure that you remove that offending object before you replace the tube. So assuming now that we've found that item and removed it, now we need to put in a new tube. All right, so the next thing we need to do is we need to get the tube, our brand new tube. So we're not going to fix it on the road. So we're going to take our tube, which is actually a good point. So if you are fixing a tire and you're working on it, you want to take your bike and you want to make sure you move it off to the side of the path or the road or wherever you are so that you're not in the way. Now, the next step is basically to take your tube and you're going to want to blow it up just a little bit, just to give it a little form. That'll make it much easier to put inside of the tire. Now, I have a TPU tube, a lot of road bikes, mostly they have Presta valves as opposed to Schrader valves. Typically, with these types of tubes, you can just kind of open them up and blow into them, but you want to give your tube just a little bit of shape. That'll make it much easier to put inside of the tire. Okay. All right, so starting at the valve side, you need to take the tire valve and you need to put it inside of the rim. Okay, and then you can use your knees to kind of hold that in place, and then you want to put the tube inside of the tire. And then you want to work kind of both sides in. Okay, and that is now in place. Now, switching, you're actually going to start from opposite the valve. And this is where, because you want to finish at the valve, it'll make this process much easier. So now you want to work the tire inside of the rim. Okay, now it's real easy right at the start, right? So you can get her in there, get her in there, get her in there. Make sure you're not pinching the tube. Slowly working it in. And then as you get further down, inserting the tire into the wheel, you're going to find that it starts getting much more difficult. And usually it's right around kind of at the 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock positions is where it kind of starts to get a little more difficult. Now, one of the YouTubers that I really like, one of the things that he suggested is you use the pinch. So you want to give yourself a little extra space. So you want to pinch the tire just to get it into kind of the middle of the wheel, and that'll give you just a little bit more space for trying to get the tire inside of the tube. So he's a big fan of just pinching as you go, and that typically gives you, and you can see how I was able to get just a little more of the tire inside of the wheel. Now at this point is kind of where you're stuck. So let me show you how I get the rest of it in. So what we want to do, once again, we're using our Park tool here. It's got this really nice thin flange. So what you want to do is you want to hold one end of the tube that's in there, and then you want to start at this end right here. And we want to slowly work that tire basically inside. So you take your tool, you get it inside of the rim, like so. You kind of use your finger just to kind of help you along the way, and then you push it in. So we got a little bit in there. Okay, now what you want to do is once that is in, then you want to take the pressure off and then scooch over just a little bit and then put a little more in. Okay, notice how I did that. So you take it out, take the pressure off, move it just a little bit, put it in, take it off, a little bit of the pressure off, push it in, take it off, push it in, and at some point you're going to kind of hear it pop and get inside of the rim, which is the good sound that you want to hear. So I'm continuing to pinch over here, moving the tire inside, taking a little bit of the pressure off so I can move it over the wheel, do a little bit more, take a little of the pressure off, then I can move it. So one of the tricks is just taking a little of the pressure off and then just continuing to move around as opposed to kind of forcing it. And then there you go. So now it's locked inside of the wheel. Now what you want to do at this point is just make sure that none of the tire is kind of pinching the tube. So just making sure that the tube is inside of the tire all the way. So you're kind of just pinching and rolling just to make sure that you aren't seeing too much any of the tube there. So you want to just keep moving it around, and then we can start to blow up the tire. All right, so after you've gotten your tire blown up, Just want to make sure you don't have any leaks or anything. One of the things you can do also is you can kind of spin the tire just to make sure it's true. So you can put your little through bolt in there. You can take it and you can spin it and then just make sure it's spinning freely and it's true, which it is. And now it's just a matter of taking that wheel and tire and putting it back on the bike. All right, so with the gears in the appropriate position, you can then take your cassette, you put it inside of one of the chain rings, and then it just goes right back down into place. And now you're ready to insert your through bolt. Now you do want to make sure that, of course, you got, you've got the brake rotor inside of the brake pad or whatever you want to call that. And then we take our through bolts and we run it through, and then we secure the wheel with the appropriate torque. And that, my friends, is how I think is the most easiest way to change a tire or to fix a flat tire on a road bike. Hope you enjoyed my little experimentation with this cycling content, and I hope to see you in the next video again very soon.